G'day, welcome to Todd's Kitchen. The other day I made a caramel and cream cheese tart. Now ever since then I've had a few people tell me that they just can't find the caramel in a can in their shops. But it's actually rather easy to make. So join me today as I show you how to make caramel in a can. Okay, so to start off with, I have a deep pot on the stove. Now you can't do this with a shallow pot, it must be a deep pot, simply because the can needs to be covered in the water the whole time. So to do this, we're going to get one item that every country seems to have, and that's sweetened condensed milk. Now some people may ask, do we need to use a particular brand? Now I've deliberately bought the cheap no-name brand for this, just to show you that any sweetened condensed milk will work. So before we place our can in, we're just going to take the label off, because there's no need to do that, just makes a bit of a mess if you don't. And we're going to place that into the pot. Now the good thing about this is you can do more than one at a time. So you don't have to boil one can for 3 hours at a time. You can put say 3 or 4 cans in there and do them all at once. So now we're going to bring this up to a simmer and we're going to let it stay at a simmer for 3 hours. But the most important thing is that you keep on checking the water regularly and make sure the can is covered. Because if some of the can becomes exposed to the air while simmering away, it could possibly explode, and we don't want that. So just make sure it stays covered with water and you won't have an issue. Okay, so we have our can. Now what I've done is I've taken it out of the water and I've left it cool overnight, or try and let it cool for at least 6 to 8 hours, just to be on the safe side. If you open up straight away, chances are the pressure is going to force a lot of caramel to shoot out. But here comes the big moment. Now this was obviously white. Let's see what it's like now. Oh, look at that. That is perfect. So this is exactly what you're after. Now, even if you can buy this in the shops, it actually works out far, far cheaper to do it this way. This can of sweetened condensed milk cost me, I think, $1.80, but the caramel cost about $6. So the cost saving is fantastic. But most importantly, if you can't buy it in the shops, now you can make your own. But I'm gonna have a look at the lid and see what it's like. Oh, that is so good. Now I love caramel, and that is beyond fantastic. That lovely creamy caramel texture tastes simply delish. Also, if you want to know how to make your own sweetened condensed milk, I'll leave a link down below to my good friend from the Simple Cooking channel, to his video on how to make your own sweetened condensed milk. It is very simple to do, and make sure you check out his video and subscribe, because he really does some fantastic recipes. So if you can't buy it in your country, or you want to save some money, or just for the fun of it, give it a go, because I know you will love it. Thank you for watching this episode of Todd's Kitchen. Please check below for links to my Facebook, Twitter and Home Handy Hints channel. But until then, I'll see you next time for another delicious recipe.